Welcome back, my lovelies. Alright, Hien. Let's go. My chocobo's in the way. Whoa, jeez. I forgot I had the behemoth. So I've been seeing discussion, at least one discussion, of the event, the Monster Hunter event, and apparently, this is for Monster Hunter, to be more specific, when Wilds, Yoshi P might want to put Bahamut in there. Now what are we gonna do with the Monster Hunter in 14? I don't know. Who knows what we might get next. Maybe a flagship monster. Ooh, maybe a Latreon or Fatalis. Maybe even Xeno'jiva or Nergigante. I don't trust those. I don't trust those at all.
What a pleasure it is to see you once more, Lord Hien. Not to mention my dear sister.
A pleasure to see you too, Ambassador. Forgive us our late arrival. You have our people aboard the airship?
Exactly as agreed. We would leave you in no doubt as to the purity of our intentions. I dare say it was the self-same spirit of cooperation which prompted you to bring Yotsuyu here today.
Indeed. Before excluding her from the exchange, I thought it only fair that you see her condition for yourself. Physically, she is in fine health, but her mind is unchanged.
So I see. But all need not necessarily be lost. In anticipation of this tragic turn of events, I took the liberty of inviting some special guests.
Ah, Yotsuyu. You look, well.
That sounded very forced. I'm going to take your kneecaps.
Of all the people.
Something smells off.
Is something wrong, dear sister? These are our beloved parents. Does not the sight of them bring back sweet
Maybe
childhood
someone's making
memories?
ramen or something. Something smells a little bit off. No, my PlayStation's cold, so nothing's burning. My computer. No, that's cold as well. Alright.
Gosetsu. I have to take this to Gosetsu.
It would seem my little surprise was not sufficient. You needn't glare at me so, Lord Hien. I merely did what any loving son would do for his family. Lest you doubt, I am content to leave the acting viceroy in your care. Pray, treat her as you would any daughter of Dorma.
I really hate you, Asahi. I can't wait to break your legs.
Do not grow too fond of this place, dear sister. You will come back to us ere long.
We continue with the exchange as planned, then.
Very good. The structure across the river should serve our needs. We shall await you there with the conscripts. If you would bring your captives.
Agreed. Until then, Ambassador.
Definitely hoping for something to happen, but, you know, well, he was. I knew better than to trust Asahi, but that was a dirty trick. Still, unpleasant as it was, we have at least put the matter of Tsuyu's future to rest. I have sent her back to the Enclave with Yugiri to give Kosetsu his precious persimmon. Come, let us follow them. You have that look, Alpha Note. What is it? Oh, nothing of consequence, most like. We can discuss it upon our return. He's talking about those, coffers.
Gosetsu, are you awake?
My lord, come in, come in. When Tsuyu returned, her eyes were red from weeping. She spoke not a word, simply sat and peeled some fruit she'd brought for me. She then claimed weariness and retired to her chamber. Tell me, what happened to upset her so?
The ambassador arranged a surprise reunion with her foster parents. A misguided attempt to restore Yotsuyu to her senses. It was plain their presence caused her great distress, but she seemed otherwise unaffected.
Yotsuyu was mistreated as a child, was she not? It was a cruel trick to use her tormentors like that, knowing the pain it could cause.
That was the point. That was the point, to cause such distress. As to why...
I like this Asahi less and less.
Thank you, someone has reason.
Be that as it may, he has agreed to allow Yotsuyu to remain with us in Dorma. Our primary concern now is to hand over the prisoners without incident and bring our people safely home.
There was one other detail at the meeting which caught my attention. I assume you all noticed the rather suspect crates within the castrum. The Imperials were quick to retrieve them afterwards, but I wonder...
Out with it, brother. You fear they might contain bombs or war machines?
If the ambassador wanted me dead, he has had ample opportunity. No, assassination is not his intent, but we should be on our guard for other acts of treachery.
My lord, forgive me, but the Lady Yotsuyu, she's gone.
Again?
Gone?
I beg your pardons, my lords. I was certain she'd fallen asleep.
No, no, the responsibility is mine. 'Twas I who gave her a room instead of a cell. She may simply have wandered outside. We will organize search parties. Might I call upon your assistance?
Yeah, we need to find her. Like, yesterday. Something could be amiss.
Help! Help!
Oh, it's you. No, I'm not gonna help you.
Help! Help me!
No. No, I refuse.
If only I hadn't remembered. He should hate me. But I will not suffer his kindness. Not after what I did to him.
Who's there?
What are you two doing here?
Oh, it's you. What are you doing out here in the dark?
This is the Enclave, is it? When the soldiers dragged us back to Doma, you were the last person I expected to see.
You're the bane of our existence, Yotsuyu. A font of misery. You couldn't even do us the simple courtesy of dying, could you? Oh, no. You had to live and taint us with the shame of your failure. We had a perfect life in the capital, and now they're making us wallow in this muddy ruin like common swine. I don't deserve this.
Now, dear, that'll do. There seems little point in berating the girl when she scarcely remembers her own name. Our time would be better spent contemplating how we're to survive this unhappy predicament. You've kept your looks at least. I suspect you'd fetch a handsome price with the right buyer. Maybe enough to get us to Kugane and start a new business.
Ah, my beloved parents. No sooner do I wake from gentle slumber than the world returns in all its cruelty. Yes, this is how it always was. How it was meant to be. Very well. If I cannot escape my nature, then I shall embrace it. To the very depths I have sunk, my soul steeped in spite and rotten to the core. The self-righteous hide behind justice, but I need no such mask. Father, Mother, was it not you who made me into this monster? Who taught me the truth of this miserable world? For years I knew naught but the taste of pain and humiliation. But the time has come to savor my vengeance against Doma. Against all my enemies. And it begins with you!
Yotsuyu! What?
Thank you.
Well done, dear sister. Did I not say you would come back to us?
Brother dearest, what a surprise. You always were a cold-blooded little worm. I doubt you thought twice about sending our parents to their deaths.
Your dagger yet drips with their blood, and you presume to judge me? To be frank, I didn't think you had the strength to slay them so cleanly. A single thrust each. I'm impressed. But surely you can't be satisfied with murdering a pair of doddering elders. You yearn for a deeper vengeance, and the power to see it through.
God damn it.
Please. I don't want to die.
But I do. I want you to.
Any sign of her?
No, but there's 2 dead bodies here.
What happened here? I knew what would happen if she recovered. And still, I did nothing. You say she left with her brother? Whatever he wants with her, he was willing to pay for it with his parents' lives. But this is neither the time nor the place. We must gather the others.
Oh, excuse me. God damn it, we have to go. We have to go now. So, my friends, that which we feared has come to pass. Yotsuyu has regained her memory and returned to the Imperial fold. It is by any measure a cruel twist, not least for Kozetsu, but one which does not invalidate our agreement. According to the terms of the contract, we were bound to surrender Yotsuyu into Garlean hands should her condition improve prior to the hour of exchange. By that reckoning, all is, if not as it should be, then as it must be. This I can accept. But what I cannot accept are the unconscionable lengths to which Asahi went to achieve this outcome. Given his recent conduct and the apparent admiration for Xenos, it is plain he cannot be trusted, and that is to say nothing of the unexplained containers he insists on bringing to our meeting. With whatever the ambassador is planning, I think it unlikely our negotiations will end peacefully. In the event of hostilities, the safety of the conscripts must be our first concern. As such, I will have to have an escape route in place before the meeting begins. A wise precaution: if the main structure of the castrum Fluminus is to be the stage for the exchange, then I believe a thorough inspection is in order. The citadel has withstood empty ever since the imperial withdrawal, we took steps to ensure that it could not be defended by any occupying forces. It is entirely possible that the ambassador has arranged things there to his advantage. I will slip inside and make certain that we have unobstructed exit. Pray allow me to join you. I have some experience of imperial facilities, and should matters take a turn for the worst, I would hope to be of at least some use. What the hell? Maybe I'll turn on my fan. It's getting a little warm in here. Very good. That should be enough to guarantee us a way out of the castrum. Beyond that, however, we will need a ship to ferry the conscripts back to the Enclave. Even with every skiff we have, it would take several trips to evacuate everyone. The Confederate Skiboon, on the other hand, would require only a single run and leave us far less vulnerable on the water, assuming, of course, Rasho can be convinced to part with one. Might I take the lead on this? I've had dealings with Rasho and his pirates before, and I won't be alone, will I, Neve? You can count on me. Let's go. Much appreciated. I quite fancy parleying with the pirates again, and it's just a shame Lise won't be here to reprise her role. I'm certain you will make a persuasive pair, but I think I will accompany you to those negotiations. My lord, the ruler of Doma should not be seen consorting with common brigands. Come now, Yugiri. They stood with us against the Empire. If we to ask their aid once more, we must treat them as equals. My presence shall serve as to demonstrate our sincerity. Indeed, my lord. Pray forgive my presumption. By your leave, Master, Elfinod and I will be about our task. Oh, excuse me. And we should be on our way to Onokoro. Time is short, and Rasho may take some convincing. Ba-dum-bum. Nope, children are playing again outside. Hello. Now there is a face I did not expect to see. What brings the noble lord of Doma into the company of bilge rats such as we? If you've come to offer Doman chains in place of Garland ones, then I am afraid you've wasted a trip. Ah, haha! What fine subjects you would make with your fleet at our disposal. Our restoration efforts would have been hastened tenfold. But let us speak seriously. I stand before you not to demand your fealty, but to request your aid once more. Mayhaps you are confused. Doma's liberation was but a means to an end. We aided you only to save ourselves. Now we have no such incentive. We have sworn no oath to you and will not come running like hounds at their master's whistle. I would not presume to treat you thus. I come to petition your cooperation as an ally equal standing. Equal standing, you say? Seems a bit lopsided to me. Where's the profit for us in all this? Profit? Must you always think of such short-sighted terms? Have you ever heard of doing the right thing? Have you ever heard of pirates, little miss? You'd find we're simple souls. You pay our tithe, you sail in peace. Deny us our due, and we take it by force. We'll put you out of the water if we see you drowning, but we are not in the business of doing something for nothing. Calm yourself, Miss Elise. We did not come here to moralize, we came here to talk. There is more to be said. According to the records recovering after liberation, the relatives of your Doman-born brethren were among those conscripted into the Imperial Army, and as you may be aware, we recently negotiated the return of said conscripts. Many, alas, will arrive to find no family is waiting for them, no homes to grant them shelter, and I would ask that you offer them a place in the Confederacy. That would not be rescuing strangers, but welcoming brothers and sisters into your ranks. And has not the Confederacy been in need of new recruits? You seem well informed of our affairs, Lord Hien. Losses we suffered at the Garlean hands are no secret, but since we drove them out of Doma, the Ruby Sea has come alive with traders and travelers. We may, with so many vessels to tax, so few pirates to tax them. We could do some more hands on deck, undoubtedly, so if we're familiar with the inner workings of the Empire. Very well, Confederacy agents, to your request, you will have your ship. But before that, you must do something for me. The vessel I have in mind was damaged during your battle with the Empire. Though we have mended her, she has yet to be declared seaworthy. She is sound enough down below, but when you load her up with conscripts and waterline rises, the upper planks have been free of cracks. Assuming you want your people to stay dry, you will do me the favor of swimming around the hull to check for weaknesses. That is, if Doman Lords are averse to getting their robes wet. Not this Doman Lord. If we each inspect the third of the ship, it shall be done in a trice. That is the spirit. Ship is moored at the quick escape pier. Our apprentice ship right will be on the deck to hear your report. Look for the lad named Hanashi. And I thought I had the knack for parleying with pirates. For the record, my previous attempt was an unmitigated success, and yes, I should have quit whilst I was ahead. Alize. Oh, Alize. Well, I thought the rumors exaggerated, but the young lord lives up to his reputation. It's all part of the plan. You know? Bum-bum. There's one, there's the other. Boop. No damage. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna run this episode a bit longer until we get to the trial. It's not that much longer. I am the shipwright, apprentice shipwright. Did you find anything that might need attention? The section I inspected seems solid enough. On the port side near the bow, you say? Alright, I'll have a look and see what I can do. My apologies, I seem to have lagged behind. I could float in the gentle sea all day. Otherwise, I am happy to report no visible crack or hole in my section of the hull. You, Lord Hien. The captain sent you to inspect the hull? Kami have mercy, forgive us this discourtesy, my lord. Ha! 'Tis quite all right. In fact, I rather enjoyed it. I take you are of Doma? Yes, my lord. The Imperials took my father away from after the uprising, and I had nowhere else to turn. The Confederacy became my family. But someone told me they're releasing the conscripts now. Maybe my father will be among them. Not that I can go back. There is no leaving once you've joined. How fair our lady? Is she seaworthy? Captain, we found a small crack on the port side, but I'll have it fixed before you know it. I see you have met the boy. Did he tell you his story? He babbles when he is nervous. Should his father be among the conscripts as he hopes, I mean to give him the choice to leave this life, if he so chooses. I expect you see they are provided for. I have heard those who join the Confederacy forswear all ties with kin and homeland. Is that oath so easily put aside? If I allow it. I see in him the lad I was 25 years ago, and say the words, you mean them, but the yearning for home still lingers. My family is long dead, and I know this life is not my lot, and this life is my lot. But he is scarce dipped his toes with us. If there is a life for him in Doma, he should have a chance to live it. Well said. The Empire's conquest has unrooted many and more, be it in Yangsha or out on the Ruby Sea. We have the duty to ensure that Hanashi and others like him are free to dwell where they desire. Then the matter is settled. I will have preparations to cast off. Well, my friend, it seems our ship. Let us return to the Enclave. Actually, let me check something real quick. Yes, as I suspected, it would do no good to end it here. So, otherwise the next episode's gonna be like 5 minutes at most. And I'm not talking about the trial. Let's do another strength. And here we are. Okay. Let's go. Alright, here we are. Why couldn't I come with you? All parties assembled? Hell yeah. Let's go.
At last, the hour has come. The conclusion to these negotiations will mark a new beginning for Dorma and the Empire. A first step on the road to peaceful coexistence.
Indeed. We are ready to proceed with the exchange when you are. Forgive my curiosity, Ambassador, but is there a purpose to these containers you bring with you?
Oh, the supply crates. They are filled with materials we hoped might be of use in Dorma's restoration. I meant to gift them to you at our last meeting, but we had so much else to discuss.
How very generous. I confess I had not expected such compassion, welcome though it is. But then I was also surprised by the news that one of our captives had delivered herself into your custody ahead of time. A minor discrepancy I shall overlook in the spirit of the occasion.
Are you perhaps referring to me, Lord Hien?
Yotsuyu.
Orphan of the Nairi, widow of Sashihai. and acting Viceroy of Dorma. You and your people are mine to govern, mine to punish.
Well, well. It would seem your shattered mind is mended. As per our agreement with the ambassador, you are free to return with him to the Empire. Your authority as acting Viceroy, however, is no longer recognized here.
My position is not for you to decide, little lordling. All who resist the rule of the Empire must be purged. Such was the order given to me by Lord Xenos himself. I will reign here in this putrid, pestilent swamp until the last of you has been broken. This land shall know no dawn. I will spew forth darkness and drown all in eternal night. And high above you I shall shine, uncaring, cold and distant as the moon!
Well, well.
What has she done?
Oh gods, this is a summoning.
A Dorman citizen has called forth an icon in direct violation of our primary agreement. The negotiations have failed. Abandon the captives and make preparations to withdraw.
But Ambassador!
Disobey me, Pilus, and you disobey the Emperor. Make preparations to withdraw! Now!
As you command.
My lord, you must fall back!
You ask me to run?
Yeah. A strategic withdrawal.
Spare my pride, would you? I know this foe is beyond me. The field is yours. We will withdraw, but not without our countrymen. I want every soul accounted for. Every soul!
My lord. I knew you would not flee. I see now the strength which flows from that baleful light of yours.
Kuyomi, goddess of the moon and divinity of night. What power can compare to such celestial majesty? I shall plunge all I despise into darkness. And within that black abyss, even your light shall flicker and fail. Come, let us cast the stalks and look upon the fate of Dorma. I see a future in which the sun sets on this wretched land. Once and for all!
Oh, alright, my lovelies. I'm gonna end this episode here. Like, comment, subscribe if you so choose to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!